Hello, welcome to The Secret Mind. My name is Julian. This is hopefully going to be an improvement on yesterday's sound. I'm using a different microphone and I've remembered to turn my lights on today, so the picture might be a bit brighter as well. So hopefully we'll get some incremental improvements. I wanted to start on this channel by doing something pretty early on with hypnosis and hypnotherapy, because this is going to be a mainstay of what I'm going to try and do here. And I was wondering what it would be best to start with. And it's the beginning of a year, and I thought perhaps weight loss, things like that, new resolutions, new breaking of old habits, starting of new habits, and thought as I'm just getting going here, trying to work out exactly what direction I'm going to go in, I thought we'd just keep it very simple and do a sort of relaxation session, a live session that you can take part in. And there's no sort of stress on that. It's a fairly easy approach. I think it might be the sort of thing that people who don't have any experience of hypnosis might think it looks like. A certain amount of relaxation. I'm just going to say as a caveat before we start, I don't believe a lot of this stuff is necessarily an essential part of hypnosis. I think you can do hypnosis with your eyes open. You don't have to be relaxing yourself into oblivion to do it. But I think with some people and with getting used to the process, it's a helpful thing. And I think it's a useful thing to practice. So I thought we'd just start with something like that. It's a sort of entry-level relaxation session that will get me used to some of the technology, you used to some of the ideas. And if you can get skilled at aspects of relaxation and aspects of hypnosis, hypnosis is a skill, remember. It's not a trick, it's not a party trick, it's not a stunt. So it's something you can practice and become better at. And I think these sort of skills help. We're talking to a bunch of people, hopefully, maybe just one, but hopefully. I don't know who I'm directly talking to on here, I'm addressing. So I'm going to need your mind to fill in the gaps. And I'd like you to make the experience as specific for yourself as you can. One of the things I'd like you to do is call yourself by your own name in your own head. So this is really internalized. Any change that comes of it is of a direct benefit to the named person, to you. And I might just simply instruct you in the relaxation session to do that. Just go along with it, even if you think some of the things are silly. Just go along with it. Just try it on for size. Play act it. If you don't believe it's real, your belief is not required, but your participation is. And if you're not sure about it, you can just watch the session and see if it's something you find at all threatening, or if it's actually something you might find quite relaxing and enjoyable. And if it's nothing more than that, then that's good enough. But it is an entry point into going, for want of a better word, deeper into the process of change work and, I guess, self-improvement and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to get started, and I want you to, if you want to participate, I hope you do, get yourself comfortable. 2 feet on the floor. Don't cross your arms or cross your legs. It's nice to be symmetrical. And just get yourself comfortable in a comfy position where you can relax for however long it takes. I don't know how long this is going to last. Have a quick look at the YouTube time frame and how long this session lasted, because I've got no idea at the moment. Depends how relaxed I get. But just get yourself somewhere where you've got 20 minutes to spare, where you're not going to be disturbed, where it's safe for you to do this. You're not driving a car, obviously, are you? No, of course you're not. Pull over if you are, but not to the hard shoulder on a smart motorway. Find a hard shoulder on a stupid motorway. Hopefully you'll be able to switch off a little bit. And I may offer you a few other things to concentrate on while you're relaxing. Relaxation isn't just a void, it's an exploration, I think. So address yourself by your own first name. You may want to consider muting your telephone or your dog. Good luck. Your front door, any offspring or spouses that may be in the neighbourhood that you've acquired along the way. I will silence all mine on this end by pressing this button here. Have I done it? Yes. It wasn't done until that point. So make sure you're safe, that's the point. You are safe. And the reason for that is if anybody does relax too much and fall asleep, is there such a thing as relaxing too much? I need you to be able to check on yourself. I don't want you to be in trouble for dozing through your shift in the tax office. Be comfortable, legs uncrossed, arms on the chair or on your lap. You can lie down if you like. Should a call come that you need to attend to, you will of course be able to do this. You're not going to be incapacitated. Why should you be? We're just talking. Should the internet get cut off, you will realise this and be fully orientated to your surroundings. You're not glued to the spot. You will know to open your eyes and reorientate yourself. And you can reconnect as necessary or as Virgin Media allow. So if you're ready, get comfy. And as you sit there, listening to my voice, take a deep breath in. That's how it usually starts, isn't it? A deep breath in. And let it out really slowly. And now you know what you're doing. Do it again. Notice how long it takes for the breath to end. Just breathe. Keeping your head forward or back on a headrest. Look up as high as you can, and then as slowly as you can, close your eyes. Relax the muscles around your eyes, letting them get heavier and heavier. And relax them to the point where they just won't work. And when you're sure in your own mind that they won't work, and only when you're sure, just test them. Now let the feeling of relaxation and heaviness that is around your eyes spread all the way down your body so that your feet feel heavy on the floor. And now just let all your muscles slip out of gear. Notice the feeling in your body. Make a mental note. Register something about that feeling. Anything. Just notice any little tiny thing. Something that helps you label the feeling. Something that, were it to happen again, you'd recognize it as an early part of your relaxation. Something unique to you. Have a look around. Have a feel around for that unique thing to you. It might be a warmth, a tingle, a feeling, a type of happy clarity or dreamliness or dreaminess. Anything at all. And it's a new year. Say something positive to yourself, about yourself. Go ahead. That is true. The other thing that it's true is it's 2023. And we're all going to have the best year we can. Now we're going to do just the same thing all over again. I'm not trying to bore you into sleepiness. I want you to still concentrate on what we're here to do. You already know the path that we're going to walk down or float down. Your subconscious has already started to identify what this relaxed state looks and feels like. It's different for everybody. It's your secret. It's your superpower. Only you know the secret place. Only you know the things that you start noticing as you relax deeper. And with practice, you can notice a whole catalogue of these things. And you can attach a switch to each of them that only you control. In the future, you may attach those switches when we come back to this and revisit it. Or your subconscious might just say, why wait? And do it today. Even while you're sleeping tonight. Attaching control. Adding possibility. So in a moment, you'll find that you can open your eyes. And the next time I ask you to open and close your eyes, you'll be twice as relaxed as you are now. Now you know the way, or at least the general direction of travel. Nothing needs to be exact or perfect. Nobody cares about that here. This is just a skill that gets better with time and practice. So open your eyes. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. And as you sit there listening to my voice, look up with your eyes as high as you can, and then as slowly as you can, close your eyes. Breathe. And relax the muscles around your eyes so they're twice as heavy as before. As your muscles slip out of gear, a wave of relaxation goes to your feet, and notice that you are twice as relaxed, twice as calm, twice as in control. That's right. You can tell yourself it's right. And address yourself with your own name. Your feelings, your superpower, unique to you. And this time, just in the mind's eye, I want you to go through that whole process again. Repeat it, but only in your imagination. When you open your eyes, it will be only in your imagination. When you close your eyes, it will be only in your imagination. Do that now. And when you close them, you'll be 10 times more relaxed. You can allow yourself to drift even more now and just enjoy that. That fabulous feeling of relaxation. And you may hear noises around you, the road outside, the birds outside, the wind, the weather. All these noises will just lead you to become more relaxed, to add to the feeling of safety and the feeling of control. And your subconscious will know to increase that feeling with every additional sound or noise that you hear. And as you sit there listening to me, you can simply enjoy being instead of having to be doing. Because right now, nobody wants anything from you. Nobody expects anything. This is just your time of having nothing to do time. And you can turn your attention inwards. You don't have to be perfectly still. You can still be aware of things. Take the time to notice things you normally overlook. Be grateful for things you sometimes overlook. Notice the comfort of your chair as you relax. The sounds around you. The many things that go unnoticed. The things that you choose to ignore. And you can go deeper, past these basic realities to an inner experience that may go unnoticed. Like the colours in your mind's eye, thoughts, images, sensations. An incredible flow, a tide, occurring in you in a continuous way, asking for your attention, or sometimes offering its help. And notice the gradual expansion of awareness as you drift. knowing that at times things will drift up to the surface and then dive deeper, knowing that it's all part of your experience, a part of you. Looking at problems, drawing back, focusing in, chunking up, chunking down, deciding when to deliver your attention, knowing when to sweep it aside. You have the forefront of your mind and the back of your mind, with you calling the shots from a director's chair, honing the skills that may save you from having to give somebody a piece of your mind. And the ability to move freely between these two tracks is entirely within your control. That's your superpower. It all belongs to you. And like every other skill, you get better with practice, and you get better with participation. Participation makes perfect. Practice makes permanent. And you can find the space to put your hand up for new things, like you have today. And you can do that all year long, saying yes to opportunity, trying new things, going in new directions, letting old things go. And you can continue to do that. Sifting, sorting, letting go of even the effort it takes to let go, letting go of the effort it takes to be aware of everything I say. It doesn't matter. This is your trip and your time. You may notice your inner voice wandering here, wandering there. What might it say as you continue to go deeper inside yourself, knowing you have all the resources you need already? Knowing there is a conscious aspect of your experience and a deeper part of you as your mind drifts without boundaries. Just like all the other times and places when you've drifted and lost sight of time, whether it be daydreaming, completing online training courses, watching YouTube, or maybe a hobby or a passion. Something where time slows down or stops or races away too quickly. And letting go of the body now, drifting as a mind without borders or limits. Allowing any basic maintenance to take place, just making any necessary changes along the way. Addressing any things that you want to address today. I don't know what they are, but you do. And if you don't, your subconscious does, because your subconscious continues to hear you, to understand you, and to respond without the need for you to physically do anything at all. Consciously, we're limited to a very small amount of information that we can process. You know, your conscious mind is solving problems every day in linear ways, but we have a subconscious mind that is working intuitively. And your subconscious mind, or as some people call it, an unconscious mind, is unlimited. You can call it whatever you like. You can call it Tim or Hannah. I'm not so keen on the term unconscious mind. As a doctor, unconscious means something you have to rush to action to reverse. But here, it's your assistant, your partner in a good life. And you can learn to trust your subconscious mind. Recognize that it's working for you. It wants you to be well, and it wants you to be happy. That's why it exists. This superpower is working for you. With autonomy, without thanks, most of the time. If you have a moment, give it some thanks. It's doing good work. Give it some love for the good decisions it's helped you to make in life. But don't beat yourself up about the terrible decisions. They were learning experiences. And though they were unpleasant, you are the stronger for them. You are not the weaker for your experiences. You are not the weaker for any of your past experiences. Think about that. Revisit it. Choose to believe it. You're stronger for those trials. And that strength is your gold. And you can see that given a little distance. And this time is your distance. And as you can imagine, your imagination can give you as much distance as you can imagine. Give yourself all the distance you need. Know that this imagination and relaxed focus is a skill that you can work on. And have fun getting better and better at it each time you try, even if you think you've failed. This isn't a test. This isn't a competition. You are not in a trance. If I ask you to go 10 times more relaxed, take it with a pinch of salt. Don't worry too much about what it means, or if you can. If you've achieved 10 or 1 or none, it doesn't matter. Just try and see what happens. Try it on for size. And as I stop speaking for a moment, just enjoy a lightness of being, knowing that something has shifted, something has lifted. You have all the resources you need for the most exciting year of your life. Use this moment to reflect on any empowering thoughts, ideas and insights that you've stumbled across along the way, that you can take with you, that you can pass on to other people. And do that now. In the coming days, you'll find yourself growing in strength and confidence, grateful for the options and the flexibility that relaxing into your imagination can bring you. Know that you can go further with these techniques to tackle specific problems. And we'll look at that on this channel through the year. This is just the beginning. Just a taster. It's not mind against body, it's mind with body. They're not two separate things. It's mind, body. One thing. Sometimes you need to be strict with your mind and your body, and sometimes you don't. It's that push and pull, the flexibility and the fluency, the ability to control your surroundings or the ability to blend into your surroundings depending on what's needed. Reserve. That means calm and considered. But if you add an S to reserve, you get reserves. And your reserves are your energy cells, your petrol tank, your gas tank, your sustenance and food on a long journey. And life is a long journey. Why use up your reserves when you can just use your reserve? It's become quite popular recently, I've noticed, to call this agency. It's a nice word. Your incredible capacity to act independently and to make your own free choices. What will you choose for this year? On the count of 5, you'll be back at normal awareness. everything will be back to a slightly better version of normal. You'll be feeling great. 1. Drift back up into a perfect, relaxed state, feeling wonderful. 2. Imagining a surge of energy into your fingers and toes. 3. Take a deep breath with a surge of oxygen washing through your head. 4. Feel the force of that refreshed energy. And 5. Eyes open, feeling wonderfully alive. Thank you for joining me. Take your time to reorientate yourself. Maybe run through the relaxation again. You'll get more and more skilled as you do it. And we'll come back to this and we'll focus on things that of maybe more specific need to people. This is just a very general thing, just as an opener really. I wanted to get into some sort of hypnosis and relaxation early in the process of doing this, because this is the emphasis I want the channel to take. But for now, thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow.